Okay. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the June 17th, 2024 meeting of the Litchfield Capital Improvement Committee. Would you all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. So I guess we'll go around the room. I guess we'll start with this end and we'll work our way down. How's that?
Okay. Marion Colby, Citizens Representative.
Kim Kleiner, Town Administrator.
Michael Croto, Planning Board and Chair.
Kimberly Queenan, Selectmen's Rep.
Peter Plansky, School Board and Vice Chair.
Jay Minkara, NRPC.
Brian Burke, Budget Committee Rep.
Okay.
Pete Stone, Citizen Rep.
All right, welcome everybody. First item on the agenda is on B is public input. Is there any public input this evening? Start us off with. Okay, hearing none, I will close public input. We'll go on to item C, which is the approval of the minutes from the May 6, 2024 meeting. Did everybody have an opportunity to look at those? Have any questions? Any concerns?
I just said.
Go ahead.
Let's see, page 1, section C,
Yeah.
item B, for Vice Chair.
Okay,
It says that I commented that Pete Stone should be a Vice Chair because of his seniority, but acknowledged that the school district needs representation. So I didn't say that he should be Vice Chair, I said it was a shame he wasn't there in case he wanted to run for Vice Chair. I
Okay.
can't speak for him, so, does that make sense? And I'll make sure everybody remembers that in case I'm wrong, but,
okay.
yeah.
All right. Anything else? All right, if there's nothing else, I'll entertain a motion to approve the May 6, 2024 minutes as amended.
So moved.
I have a motion by Peter, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Marion. Any further discussion? All right, all those in favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, those abstained.
Aye.
2. Motion, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Motion passes 402. Okay, thank you. Contract with NRPC is item D. Did you want to say anything about that, Jay?
Exactly the same as last year with the dates changed.
Oh, that's it?
That's it.
All right, well, very good. Did you send out a contract? I didn't see.
I did.
Okay, all right. It's on the portal. Okay, great. So we'll make sure that we'll review that and sign that. And thank you very much for your work on that. I appreciate it. Section E is talks about bylaw approval from the revisions for the
Wait a
562.
minute, I got something on D.
On the contract?
I have a question on it, yeah.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Just the last page, I don't know if it's a typo or not, that's all I'm checking.
Yeah.
Scope of work. So the contract with NRPC, and it was in the portal earlier today, I don't know if it's been revised.
It has.
Oh, okay, so
My
it's-
apologies.
Does that say 2022? It says update on the SIP
Yeah,
document?
so the one on the portal now will say 2024
Okay.
on the front page,
Yeah,
2023
okay,
in Appendix A.
great.
And if it's acceptable, I'll sign it and get it back over to Jay.
Okay,
All right, sorry, I'm working with an older version then, thank you.
thank you. All right. Okay, again, going back to bylaw approval from revisions from 5/6/2024, item E. I think this was from last time. I don't think the full committee was here at that meeting, and I think we wanted to table it to get everybody's input.
Did those get sent out over mail? Don't see them.
I don't believe they were sent by email. I think
Are they
they
in the
were just
portal here?
put on the portal.
On the portal,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, let's see if I can get to
haven't been touched since they were
Right.
adopted last September. Which I think
Okay,
you
yeah,
were here
Yeah,
for. It's just, we make a habit now of accepting them each
Right.
year.
I just didn't know if you guys had discussed any modifications last meeting.
No, I think the reason that we tabled it is because, well, I think because Mr. Plansky did not have an opportunity to
Gotcha.
review them because he wasn't on the board last year. And we wanted everybody's input, so
Yep.
just wanted to make sure. Have anything, Kim?
No, I know we discussed whether the selectman rep should have a vote, right? And if you add up the votes here, there's 5 members now, right? One's the planning board, one's,
The
no, we have 2 residents, and then there's 3. Selectman is 4, and school board is 5. So other towns look like they do that, but some do not. Some focus on schools, some focus on the finance, so. But we've had this, so that was one of the items that we were gonna discuss tonight, right? About weighing it twice, right? But, so, we think other towns do this mostly when you did your research, right?
Yes.
Okay. And it adds up to 5, which we don't want a tie vote. But let
Right.
discuss here what they want.
Jay and Budget and myself are done. But
Right.
Correct. Yeah.
And the business administrator from the school as well.
Yes.
Right.
Yep. So there's 4 other members here.
Well, I mean, if you guys want to approve them, we can approve them tonight. If you still want an opportunity to review them, can certainly do that as well, because I know some people weren't here last time. But there really hasn't been much change since the last time these were
The
drafted.
last change was her edits in September, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
What were my edits? Oh, can you
I don't
say-
remember,
remind
I
me?
just, I remember you had edits, I don't remember
Yeah.
exactly what they
Oh,
were.
let me see. Okay, hold on.
Was that the issue with,
The secretary or
secretary.
something?
Oh, yeah, we have it
might have
automated.
been, might have been the
Yes.
discussion,
That was-
yeah.
That was one, yeah.
That, and I think there was grammatical or spelling error somewhere.
There might have
Oh,
been.
no,
Okay.
no.
Got the,
Microsoft
find my way to the
Google
portal
Calendar.
again.
How about that?
Know anything?
To vote. Well, they'd be in the last minutes, right? Or 2 minutes back, maybe. But that's okay. Yeah, pretty small. There's not much here, right?
No.
So, I mean, if you want to approve them, you can certainly do that. I entertain a motion to approve them as updated. What's the will of the committee?
I'm all right if they need another, I hate to say month, but depends on what meeting they get.
I mean, I'm the new guy, I've looked at them, I don't see any issue with them, so if the rest of the board is comfortable,
Okay. Did you want to entertain a motion then?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, to approve the bylaws
Yes.
for the capital.
I'll second.
I have a motion by Peter Plansky, I have a second by Peter Stone. Any further discussion? All right, take a vote. All those in favor of approval of the bylaws and rules of procedures, Town of Litchfield Capital Improvement Committee, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, abstained. Motion passes 6-0-0. Okay, thank you, everybody. All right. Moving on. Item F, process and timeline form for 2024, 2025 budget, excuse me. Kim, did you want to speak to this, or?
So, the discussion was when I was going through the portal and the dates that we had chosen, which you see there, the October 7th, November 4th. And then we moved out this meeting date. Now, our July, August, September meeting dates don't really fit.
Okay.
So I think we need to decide for July, August, and September when we want to meet. And I did put down below, sorry I put it so far down. So we were scheduled for July 1st, which is right around the corner from now. August 5th and September 2nd. If we wanted to push out July, because I know, at least on the town side, I have not yet spoken with Doug, so I'm not sure about the school side, but I know they're busy with their school improvement committee.
Okay.
I don't expect having anything else on the town side before July 1st to discuss. So at least giving us through the end of July. And then perhaps we'll have the police station. And then move August to more on the 19th. And then September, I'm not sure when you wanna move, or if you wanna move that. But moving this date kind of threw the rest out of alignment.
Okay.
What were the proposed dates again, Kim?
So in July, moving it to the 29th, which I checked that on the calendar, we could do it. August 5th to the 19th would be similar to tonight. We'd have to meet here because ZBA would be over there.
Okay.
And then at least with September, my concern is that we don't have requests into review.
Right.
From the department heads.
Right.
I'm checking, I got a business travel in August, I'm trying to figure out which one it is, the first or second.
And are we still firm on, what'd you say, October 7th would still be the date?
That's the date that all the departments have to have their projects in by. So,
Okay.
Are we planning on stacking the department heads through July and August? I mean, normally we try to get them in early so we can have our meetings and sessions and follow-ups if necessary.
Right.
so,
So you think of the 16th in September?
we could do, I believe that's also zoning. I'll check.
Gives us about a month between the August meeting and September.
And yes, that would be similar to this evening. We could meet here and a zoning meeting would be over there. If we wanted to do the 16th.
September 16th, is that?
September
Yeah.
16th.
It'd be-
I think
better
it'll be
here.
tough to do September 2nd.
It's a very.
It's
busy-
Labor Day.
Yeah.
Right.
It's Labor Day, yeah.
It'd be tough just no one be here.
Yeah,
Yes.
it'd be a very fast meeting.
Yeah, right.
That's right. You
So-
come in, wave, and leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think moving that to the 16th.
So what day is the 16th? That's
Monday.
Monday.
Monday. Oh, so September, this is not wrong then.
No, those were last year's dates.
Oh, for crying out loud.
I wanna see,
Duh.
I wanna see you make
I
notes.
want,
Yeah.
I want to confuse everyone.
We'll rewind the tape.
Um,
Okay.
But we have a big group in case there's vacation for somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
People may still be planning vacations, right? But we do, looks like we have a quorum, well, we only have 5 voters, right? Gotta make sure.
Right.
We're good. Yep.
I mean, you have highway, I know that the paving project and the paving of the highway and transfer station facility, that's the only two that they plan to submit.
Okay.
And
I know we
what
have
did we
the
say for
police station
August?
coming,
Mhm.
August 19th.
Who's coming August 19th?
No, she just asked me.
Oh. So we definitely have the highway, right? Highway group.
So we have highway, we have library
Library group.
already in.
Okay.
It's going to be Recreation Commission,
Mm-hmm.
Conservation Commission. I have nothing for town,
Okay.
general administration.
Nothing for fire or,
Nothing that fire has indicated, but the police station is the big one.
And we don't know about July yet, we're figuring that right.
Right,
And then you're saying the 16th in August? Is that true?
I think 19th.
19th.
19th, okay.
yeah.
That works.
19th of August.
16th is September.
And 7th of October, but we might meet more than once
Trying to
in
do that
October.
every day.
Yeah, I know.
And from now to July 29th is a long time, but I think we're gonna try to push for July 29th for the police station.
Okay.
No, we've got, construction costs, we're trying to get very soft costs nailed down.
So meet July 29th?
Right, if we could have them come in on July
29th.
29th, that would
Yeah,
probably be a healthy discussion.
okay.
So when will we be talking about the school stuff?
When do you think it'll be ready?
Yeah.
I think there's a long way to go with the way the committee's going, it's moving a little slow.
Yeah.
Right now, we're talking about doing a survey
Mhm.
for what the town is willing to do.
Yeah.
And I don't think we meet in July. Currently, I don't think there's a meeting scheduled for July. But I'll double check that.
So, August, you probably not. September, probably not. Are you gonna, I'm not sure you're gonna meet October 7th.
That will be tied to when we're supposed to be submitting budget stuff, so I think I'll have to get back to you. I'll have to get with Matt and we have a school board meeting Wednesday, we'll talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah, they can't rush and make up a number.
No,
They need time to do it.
They'll have it done in 10 minutes.
No. And I think the town knows that. Yeah. Maybe there's a holder there, an area or whatever, but yeah.
So the highway paving and the transfer and the library, when do we want, so do we want to put those on for another date, or are we?
Do you have an idea what the requests are and how many there are? So
Or do we want to
stacks
keep
of
it on the
people?
29th?
So, I mean, certainly happy to have Mr. Brown and to schedule Mr. Brown for the next meeting
Mhm.
and to ask the library to come for the next meeting. The library requests that you see are pretty much exactly the same as last year,
Okay.
right? And they've submitted all of those again.
Okay.
None of them were funded. They're all things that are underneath the threshold, but together
Box together.
add up. And then, of course, a new library facility, the big one. Highway is 2. So there's the paving of the transfer station and the highway department and the roads that lead to each. That was also submitted last year. It's becoming increasingly more important. We do have a quote that he received last year of $287,700, roughly.
Ballpark what they had before. Trying to recall the sheet.
So
No,
it,
maybe it was 220.
it's a significant amount of work,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but that transfer station parking lot is getting
More.
pretty serious, right? We're really afraid someone's going to fall. And I'm not sure, each winter it gets increasingly worse, so that's the 287. And then the other thing that we should probably talk about is the paving. So
That's the normal town.
the normal town paving, he has, the streets that he has slotted on what we would normally pay
Mhm.
is 265. We only get 200 in highway block grants, so that's, we're already 65 under.
That's
the
right,
guy.
we had the ARPA money last year.
And
It has here 285,
to,
and the balance would be 85,674.
I'll look at that.
If I'm looking at the right thing on the portal.
maybe I,
See if you got it.
20,
2024 paving program,
yep,
total 265,034.
okay,
What
yeah.
am I looking at the?
265, yeah, so he would automatically take some street off to bring it in to the highway block grant money. The concern there is that the pricing that we have normally gotten in the past, we are not sure is available this year, so therefore we have gone out for RFP. And we've had so far no bids. submitted.
How long's it been up?
We-
And when's it expire?
June 20th, this Friday,
So the end of
This week, Thursday.
Thursday,
Wow.
and we've had no bids.
Interesting.
Well, that dollar amount too has stayed constant for a long time, the block grant, which basically means you can do less and less.
Mhm. So, but the town's had a paving rate pretty locked in for quite a few numbers of years. So we were a little concerned that it would come in much higher, which takes a few more streets off.
Mhm.
But right now, we have no idea,
Right.
so.
Are you gonna reissue it if you don't get any bids on it?
We will have to, yeah.
Do you think the police discussion will take up most of the meeting for the 29th, or can we
Did you get it?
Thank you.
schedule?
Added to favorites?
Kevin?
I think we could schedule Kevin to come in.
Yeah.
Um,
Would that be enough for that, for the 29th, in terms of, unless, and then schedule, or, I mean, if we can also put the transfer station in there too, if you think it's,
Yeah, so Kevin's leading the paving discussion on both, so Kevin can speak.
To both of them?
One, yeah,
Okay.
large project.
so that's part of.
So we can have Kevin speak to that. I'm not sure if the chief will want to bring in their contractor. If he does, it may be more of a discussion.
Okay.
It's just the chief. We'll try to get as much information as we possibly can. I know he was doing a lot of work on it last week when I spoke to him.
Trying to remember a while back, they were talking about redesigning the way you park in the transfer station. Right now you back in, right? I know they were exploring kind of driving through, kind of, I don't know if that's part of the discussion or
He
not.
didn't mention that to me, but we could ask Kevin. I know they were talking about a salt shed. They wanted to put a new shed at the bottom by the transfer station that only had, a limited amount in it so that residents could go to that versus driving up. And they were talking about building that themselves. But they weren't gonna do that until it was paved.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was just discussions, but I think you'd need somebody that knows how traffic works and a whole study probably for safety.
It is awkward.
Yeah, I can't see how they could loop around.
Right.
I don't know, I was just.
There's only about 8 parking spaces, as soon as you do a
I
loop,
know.
you
Yeah,
It's a good driving test, though.
they're gonna make it drive.
Pass your
Right,
license.
get
Throw it out
Here's your
Here's my
license.
driver's.
It's particularly concerning in front of those stairs going to the,
Oh, going up the, yeah.
The recycling
I like
stuff.
that part.
yeah. swap.
It's the backing up when they don't seem to
Free cycle or
lie.
whatever.
Yeah,
The
whatever.
flea
I'll
market.
take the paint.
That's right.
Yeah, free cycle, yeah.
What they need to do is they need to like establish parking for the people who just wanna be up at the table for an hour.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, somewhere on
Yes.
Pinecrest, Hillcrest there, walking.
Yeah.
Some of the nice fresh grass they have over where the woods used to be.
No. That's always attracted a
No,
lot
but I
of
mean,
people.
yeah, that is a problem. People sit in the bays forever if they're over there picking.
Yeah. It was generally the first and second one.
Yes.
So, do those dates seem, and I will have,
Yeah, I think the dates are fine.
Good.
okay.
I mean, I think it's
So
good.
far,
And this is the draft of who's gonna be here for those nights.
Yeah.
Because, somebody will come back and tell you, hey, I can't do that. So we'll just call it a draft.
So I guess that kind of addresses the timeline. Now, what about the, you have form for 2025 budget, what's?
Did I?
It says, well, it says slash form for 2025 budget, I don't know.
Oh, I think that's because the form is still out there and we
Oh.
did, I think it was revised.
Okay.
And we did approve it, so I should have taken that
Oh,
off, my
okay.
apologies.
No, that's all right,
But I did send it out to all the department heads,
got it,
so they have it.
okay. Okay. Anything else, Kim? Or- Okay. Jay, did you have anything to add?
No, not at this time.
Okay. Peter, did you want to address anything from the school, or are you pretty much?
Well, more the facilities committee meeting, it's kind of it's a bigger group, so it's a little bit of herding cats to a certain degree, but there's been a lot of back and forth. We do expect to produce some sort of survey. How quickly we can get it out, I don't know. We've broken into some smaller groups to try to push that out. But again, I don't think we have a meeting on the calendar for July. The school board bumped us. So, again, I'll get with Matt and the board and see if we can't find another day to get the group back together and try to move something forward.
It's interesting watching those meetings, they talk about big government, the more people you have, the more ideas you have, and
Yes.
the more it's getting stretched out, it's like
I agree.
watching paint dry.
Yes,
No offense, I think it's great that there's more community input, but it's almost like you need a small subcommittee of like 3 people. Come down with your bylaws, you've been working on that now for like 3 meetings. And, and that survey, it's like that survey has changed full circle, and it's still gotten nowhere.
right. Agreed.
Just my
It's the
thoughts.
same thing we do at work. We start with a group,
I know.
get a base, and then once we have something
It just goes in like
tangible,
50
then
different
we pull
directions.
other people in for
Right,
feedback.
we need to sort of limit it to like 3 potential ideas and then
Yeah.
kind of go from there.
Because if you let everybody's ideas in there, you'll be retired, you won't even be on the school board anymore.
That's where it's going.
We'll have a cake for you.
That's right.
Did you say cake or
Nail
keg?
file.
We can bring a keg too if you want.
And the golden watch, thanks for being on the
Yeah,
school
right.
board. You're not gonna see this through.
Oh,
Gold colored
did we
watch.
mention the library?
Exactly.
We can't afford the gold.
It's there.
It is, yes.
The library?
She said, did we mention the
Did we,
library?
I was,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, oh, we did, sorry. I was-
Item G is other business submitted items. I think those are the project worksheets, is that? what-
Those are the highway and the library that are on your portal for you to review, but they were just posted this afternoon
Okay.
when I received them, so certainly not thinking anyone's read them tonight.
Okay. Anybody have anything else under other business?
Just quickly, I noticed on the
Yeah, go ahead.
town website, you have Kerry Douglas listed as the budget committee rep.
Yes, please,
Oh,
if
you
there's
updated
stuff
the
on.
website, Kim? What's going on?
Everybody loves a wise guy, right?
I know, he's an IT
If-
guy, it's a big deal. It's a
If
big
anyone
rollout.
sees
No, it's just,
information on the
it's
new
just nice for me to ask
website,
the questions.
On the
that
other
somebody
side,
asks me.
exactly.
if anyone sees the information, please let us know. I'm trying to go through it.
It says contact us, you can get her again, Brad.
What's that?
There's a contact us on the site, you can get her again.
Yeah.
Item H is public input again, so I can open up to public input. If any members of the public have anything they wish to comment on. And seeing none, I will close public input. Any other business, anybody have anything they want to talk about?
Who's gonna do the generators, was that something? Which group was doing the generators? I was thinking of the heat wave coming and I went to the air conditioning for a minute. Didn't somebody mention
That
generators?
Great energy.
Yeah,
So, the energy committee meets at the end of the month. The challenge that we're having is that Jeff Blackwell, our building inspector, left. He was working on scheduling to get these quotes ready for the energy committee. He didn't get that accomplished before he left. I think it's unfair to ask the new gentleman that's coming on board because he's gonna be dealing with the backload of construction projects. So I'm not sure unless we have someone who can help us. I have some quotes on the LED for the existing town building. But that does not come anywhere near the threshold. So the thought by the energy committee was to put the LED lights that we wanted to replace with the generators. And kind of combine it all like we did the library. I can see who else can help with that, but I think at this point, we're pretty limited.
just
with
put a
staff.
holding area for next year, you know, just so I don't forget, is really.
Yeah. We do have a update on community power though. So, there was a press release that came out, Eversource is going up. And so Standard Power, our consultant for community power, they will issue bids. And so we're thinking that by the end of June, sometime not last week, into early July, we may have a rate if it comes in low enough, where we can lock that. So, that would be good, because a lot of communities haven't been able to compete with that Eversource rate, and they haven't been able to start their programs.
I know there was discussion, I think it was last year, about water, the issue of water in town, and I know there was some research that was going on about just how, doing something, anything on that, or?
Sure. So, yeah, if anyone wants to come over and read about water, just let me know. So we are so there is a rate case in front of the PUC. Pennachuck wants to consolidate, Pennachuck Corp, Pennachuck East, and Pennachuck Pittsfield. Bedford, Londonderry, and us have filed as
Intervenor?
interveners, thank you. And we are watching the case. We have a technical session next week. We're waiting to see where those consolidated rates will come out. If it appears that Litchfield will not get favorable pricing on that consolidated rate, then I think we need to, the selectmen need to make a decision on whether we look at some other form
Right.
of a water source. It's a huge item
Yeah.
right now. I would not expect any true finalization of this merger until October, November. So,
Don't they have to disclose target rates for that consolidation?
they do.
Doesn't mean they're necessarily 100% accurate, but
Mhm.
And I mean, we have thousands of pages of documentation
I'm sure.
that they have filed. That, you know, Londonderry, not as much Bedford, because Bedford has a different issue, they're not Pennachuck East. But, you know, speaking with Londonderry and Litchfield, of course.
What about Hudson? They didn't have any.
Hudson has
They have
owns
their
their
own
own.
district.
Yeah, so they purchased their water system 20 years ago, something like that. And they haven't had a rate increase in like all those years. But they purchased
an idea.
it before it was Pennachuck.
Mm-hmm.
It was, what was it called? It was an old it was the older water company, and they purchased it, and then they sold the Litchfield pieces off to Pennachuck. So,
Maybe there was some weird thing went on there.
they own their own, and, it's very cheap. I mean, but you pay to hook up.
Okay.
I could have paid to hook up quite a few times.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for the updates. Anybody have anything else? Okay. If nothing, item J is motion to adjourn, so I guess before we do that, so our next meeting is going to be July 29th. And I guess take a look at some of the worksheets that were submitted today, and we'll review those next time. And obviously, we'll have police and highway in to discuss their projects. Okay. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
And a second by Pete. Any further discussion? All right, all those in favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, abstained, Motion passes 600. Thank you for joining us this evening, and we will see you on the 29th of July. Take care.
All right, now then to go into
So what did you
website,
mean?
you could be